Hey, welcome to Rough Night Gaming. My name is Travis,
I'm Marcus.
and today we're going to be playing Dark Souls. It's a game that I've played several times, but Marcus has never played.
Never.
Or rather, you played a little bit in. You got like to like the first boss or something, but you never really got more.
That doesn't count.
Yeah.
Maybe
So
the first
everything
boss doesn't
past that
count.
is pretty much going to be a blind playthrough. I'll be, gently guiding him and kind of pointing him at interesting things. Hopefully, we'll be talking about um, various aspects about Dark Souls, some of the themes and story elements behind it, the design elements. Um, but yeah, let's get going. Now, uh, you've played Dark Souls 3 before, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, what did you think of Dark Souls 3?
Thought it was fucking hard as shit. Like, I'm not used to games being that hard. I'm not great at video games, you know.
Yeah.
So that was definitely a learning experience. After you helped me out, re-customize my layout, it was much. I wouldn't say easier. It was more fun, that's for sure.
You
But
mean
great fucking
you
game.
like your stats?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was all over the board. I was all over the goddamn board with that.
Yeah.
Class. All right. Is this going to be pertinent to?
So your class, kind of like Dark Souls 3, your starter class doesn't really matter. It's really more about what stats you decide to level. Uh, the class is really just a starting loadout. Um, Minimizes things you may not care about, maximizes things you might care about.
Okay. All right.
The Deprived, however, is a flat 11 all around, but it is already level 6, while the Pyromancer is only level 1. And some people play the entire game as a Pyromancer and never level.
Well, I didn't play a Dex build the first time I went through Dark Souls 3, but I started the second game and played the Dex build. And I loved it. It was way fun.
Second
So-
game, you mean New Game Plus?
Yeah, New Game
Okay,
Plus.
not Dark Souls 2.
No.
Okay.
No. So I think I might go with this guy. He's got a pretty high DX.
You like the Dex builds?
I liked it
they're
this
pretty
time.
popular. That's it. So your starting gift doesn't matter too much. Most of these items you can get throughout the game, except for I think maybe the old witch's ring or the pendant or something. I can't quite remember.
Cool.
I would suggest not taking the master key because first time
Opens any basic lock.
players.
Perfect for a thief.
What's great about it is that actually, you know what? As a thief,
initial equipment for a
that's
thief.
right. That's right. So the thief starts with the master
Boom.
key,
Don't need that.
which is actually one reason not to be a thief, because playing it with the master key you'll end up going kind of out of order. Not that that's a bad thing, because that's what's
Well,
cool
I
about
could
Dark
always
Souls
just-
is that there's no real order.
Let's see. Who else says? We could go with this guy. The Hunter.
Hunter instead, sure.
Yeah, sure. Zeke. Oh, this is very important
Tiny head.
stuff. Face, hair, very important stuff.
You're pretty much gonna have a mask on for the
That
majority of
one.
the game
Yep.
anyway, or a helmet.
Yep.
Some people go helmetless.
All right, Babycake, let's go.
In the age of ancients, the world was unformed, shrouded by fog. A land of grey crags, arch trees, and everlasting dragons. But then there was fire, and with fire came disparity. Heat and cold, life and death, and of course, light and dark.
Looks cozy.
Then from the dark they came
I never noticed that they is capitalized.
and found the souls of lords within the flame.
It's interesting too that if you look at Souls of Lord, that's a major theme of Dark Souls 3.
Was it also capitalized? Oh yeah, you were going for
Me too,
the
Lords
the
of Lords, yeah.
first of the dead.
coolest undead.
the Witch of Izalith, and her daughters of Chaos. Gwyn, the Lord of Sunlight, and his faithful knights. And the furtive pygmy, so easily forgotten. With the strength of lords, they challenge the dragons. Gwyn's mighty bolts peeled apart their stone skins. The witches weaved great firestorms. Pluto unleashed a miasma of death and disease. And Seath the Scaleless betrayed his own, and the dragons were no more. Thus began the Age of Fire. But soon the flames will fade, and only dark will remain.
See
Even
this sort of
now,
shadowing right
there are
there,
only
or
embers.
mirroring where she's grabbing the
And
flame,
man
just like
sees
the
not light,
part of pygmy.
but only endless nights.
You gotta protect from the wind. Some people light their cigarettes.
And amongst the living are seen carriers of the accursed
I really like this early
dark
scene
side.
with her kind of looking after him. That grave looks a lot like the grave you crawl out of in 3.
Oh, that's true, huh?
Yeah. There's even a tree nearby.
I meant to rewatch the intro to 3 to see how it starts.
I'm not sure if it's in the intro, but I know it's, I mean, that's where you start the game, right?
Because this
Oh, the
intro video is awesome.
Yeah.
It like sets a stage. It tells you who the players are.
Right.
You know that there's like
Yes, indeed.
a world out
The
there to be
dark
had.
sign brands
Yeah, right.
the undead.
3 didn't quite do that.
And in this land,
No,
Not that I noticed anyway.
3 brings about some, they talk about the
the
Lord's
undead
souls,
are
and
corralled led to the
but
north.
playing them out of order is a little bit tricky,
No.
because they are assuming that you've played
Where they are
1
locked away
and
to
2.
await the end
Yeah.
of the world.
I had read online, and you told me that it's not like super necessary to play 1 and 2 to get full enjoyment out of 3. So
Oh, that's true, yeah.
Is your
I got
fate.
it was very enjoyable.
There's at least 1 or 2 scenes in 3 that are just mind-blowing if you've played the first game. There might be a mind-blowing scene in this game for you, having played 3, like, you know, like a reverse mind blow.
Is that a mind like suck it back in?
Yeah. So here, yeah, you can see your face.
Ooh, gross.
You're undead, but not hollow.
Oh, thanks, friend. Just give me some food. I must be pretty hungry.
So playing 3, playing 3, you must have. You probably already know the control scheme.
This is look around. This is walk around. This is roll. Yeah.
You've played
This is pillage corpse.
Bloodborne, right?
Yeah, actually, that's where I started. I played Bloodborne before.
That's right.
Before 3.
Yeah.
Which actually I think really influences my playstyle quite a bit. I think as a detriment, because there's a lot of shield hiding, a lot of shield fighting that I see goes on in videos I've watched and like advice and shit that you've given me.
Sure.
And I'm more of just I try to play a little faster. Like Bloodborne, you roll, you dodge, you attack back, fall back when you need to.
Yeah. No.
Which kills me a lot.
I played Bloodborne. Well, what I did initially was I played this game first.
Oh, did you?
and-
I thought Bloodborne was.
Well, no. What I did was I played this game up until I got to the first intro boss here, and well, I'll explain more when you get to it. You'll see. Hey guys, we had a slight technical error where my computer froze partway through, but we managed to recover the game or the stream, so we can continue.
And we're back at it.
Yeah. All right.
All right, Babycake, let's do this. Rest of bonfire, recover HP, just like in Dark Souls 3. Oh, leave it. Leave it. Leave the tutorial prison area behind. So what's with the prison?
So the prison, they kind of discuss it in the beginning, where undead are sent north to an asylum. That's really what it is.
No.
Now you've been this far before,
Yep.
right? Yeah, okay. So when I first started playing the game, I never saw this doorway, and I never made it past this guy because I never saw it because I wasn't looking, and that made me hate the game and quit. And that was my entire experience with Dark Souls.
There's probably quite a few people that have that same exact experience.
You know what? You're probably right. And that's how I started with Dark Souls, quitting. And then I played Dark Souls 2 for a little bit, and then I got about 2 minutes in and also quit that one too. And then it wasn't until Bloodborne came out and I dropped the full $60 on it, and I knew I would not be able to get my money back, that I decided to.
That was it. You had to.
I had to commit. So I played it and.
Oh, this guy! Come here.
Sneaky.
He didn't run away from me last time. This guy.
And I died so many times until.
Good night.
Why are you attacking him with a broken sword?
That's all I got. You want me to attack him with my shield?
No.
Bam. Oh, does the shield do damage?
Some shields do.
Not that one.
That one.
God, this is insufferable.
Yeah. So then I played Bloodborne, and I actually finally it clicked for me, and the whole Dark Souls style of gameplay it took forever. It took about maybe 3 or 4 days of just dying countlessly in Bloodborne to really get it. And from there, I went back and I finally beat Dark Souls 1 and 2, and then I played 3, and it was amazing.
Definitely a steep learning curve when it comes to the From Software games, it seems like. I haven't played Demon Souls or anything like that. Actually, I've only played Bloodborne and Dark Souls 3. I think there's a shiny down here I missed. Definitely a steep learning curve, and but after you break... Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot that. Let's get something that actually does it a little bit. All right.
Yeah, no, these games are hard at first. And
well, I mean, these ones are hard the whole way through.
You know what's funny is that it's kind of like they're just training you for their particular style of gameplay. And after that, it's just it's kind of like they're readjusting your expectations of what a game can be.
Yeah, not everybody's used to losing all the time, and I definitely wasn't. When I played Bloodborne, played it, happy-go-lucky. Yeah, I'm dying all the time. This isn't so bad. Whatever. Got it a little bit, and eventually it was either quit playing or throw my controller against the wall, and so I decided to stop playing for a bit. I took a couple months off, came back to it, had a good time, beat it eventually.
That's right. Yeah, I remember. I kept nagging at you. Go and beat it.
Well, you want to do the multi. All right. So one thing about Travis when he plays these games, he won't call in for help or anything, and so I know a lot of people do the boss fights and they call in allies from. Oh fuck me, God. Forgot about that shit. And so I feel pressure that I have to beat all these guys without any help, and I'm significantly worse at these games than Travis is. So, but I can't call in help because Travis didn't call in help. So,
because you gotta be at least as good as me.
Yeah,
you gotta beat.
You're no hollow. Thank goodness. I'm done for, I'm afraid. I'll die soon, then lose my sanity. I wish to ask something of you. You and I are both undead. Hear me out, will you?
Good time to open up my beer.
No.
No, man, I like this guy.
Yeah. So this guy actually doesn't have a name in game, but when you go through the game files, his name was originally Oscar.
And already he and I have a complicated relationship from the first playthrough, or the first hour I played.
Yeah.
Well, now you know. And I can die with hope in my heart. Oh, one more thing. Here, take this. An Estus flask. An undead favorite.
So these will now, henceforth, be referred to as Oscar flasks, not Eustace flasks.
And this.
Because I don't know who Eustace is, and I know who Oscar is.
You used
Now I must
Estes.
bid farewell.
Whatever.
I hate to harm
Whatever.
you after death. So go now. And thank you.
All right.
Cool, dude.
And in Dark Souls 3, there's a Firelink Shrine, and there's all the NPCs there.
Mhm.
And my buddy who played Dark Souls 3, he's like, oh man, before you go to New Game Plus, just kill everybody and get all their stuff. And it was like heart-wrenching for me to go kill all these people that had helped me out and like given me things and advice throughout the game. I did it. I felt like shit afterwards. Felt awful all the way through New Game Plus or however far I am. And this one right here, I come across this guy, and he sounds like he wants to die. He genuinely is like, oh, it's going to happen. If I'm suffering. And so I was like, all right. Oh, fuck. God damn it. Son of a bitch.
You did that on purpose.
No, I was literally trying to attack the wall to say, like, oh, yeah, I did this.
Now you feel awful again.
Fuck. Well, shit. There we go.
Thanks.
And that's exactly what happened last time, except for I was trying to kill him last time.
Well done. You're a terrible person.
I don't
So-
want to play anymore. I should just start over.
You'll notice what he said is he talked about ringing the bell of awakening,
Yeah.
and he talks about what he says is when you ring the bell of awakening, the fate of the undead thou shalt know. So apparently, knowing the fate of the undead is important.
Yeah. Hey, I got a bow.
Got a bow right off the bat. It's your hunter, right? That's why.
Oh, really? Do the items?
Yeah, they changed things.
That's
like
neat.
Your weapon, your shield, and whatever that item is there will all change depending on what.
That's
what
rad.
you start as.
I like that.
Yeah.
Fuck. Well, yeah. So these, my last 5 Eustace flasks are always going to be my Oscar flasks. It's dedicated to the man who went too soon. I was just a fucking idiot about.
That's right. So anyway,
Oh,
Wow.
oh, ah! No! Drink. Oscar
wow,
flask.
you're lucky. You just barely
I
missed.
think you mean skilled, friend.
So,
Ah,
Marcus, what the way I imagine that you play games is, they were trying to teach you how to like parry there, I think, with bow. Oh no, that's the bow. Yeah, that's how that.
Oh, actually, that's good to know, because I never fired a bow before. Precision mode and zoom. Let's give that a shot real quick.
Okay.
Oh, no, don't do that anymore. You imagine me playing games, Travis?
Well, when
Go
I
on.
imagine you playing games, I imagine you being very quick and frantic and not really like paying attention to the story.
I don't know why you would think that.
But here's the thing. Now, Marcus and I, we
Where
played
was zoom?
Dungeons and Dragons together.
Zoom.
And
Nice.
when you play Dungeons and Dragons, you're usually pretty thoughtful and mindful of the story. You follow along pretty well.
Yeah, I put on a good show.
Oh, okay. You're very good at acting when you're paying attention. Well, at least when you're not watching soccer.
Yeah, there's some important games. We play every week, man.
So, but in video games, I imagine you don't.
All right, I fucked this up last time. Not fucking it up again. Oh, I'm still on top of it. No, I'm not. Just kick this guy's ass
Would
real
you say
quick.
that's a fair assessment, or how do you tend to?
Yeah, I mean, I like Final Fantasies, and I like adventure RPGs that have story. I typically don't go and seek it though, you know. And
You want it
oftentimes,
to be brought to you.
yeah, I guess so. It's one of the reasons I don't like open world games. Is one, there's so many fucking distractions, and to you have to really go find the story. I feel, you know. Oh no 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 no. Nice. Wait a minute. Oh yeah. Oh no no no. Boom. Just like a hunter.
I don't think I've ever seen anybody finish him off with a bow.
That's
Hey,
because
no.
I'm super good now how to put it away like that. Yeah, I guess some video games and I have a complicated relationship. Uh, well, now we're talking about each other's playing style. Travis plays games like a fucking old man.
That's true.
I guess not like an old man, but he has a very grumpy attitude about many things. Nothing is ever as good as it once was, and as things get closer to like D&D is a perfect example. As the rules and stuff. Is this the wrong way?
Where are you going?
Just
You want to go back to your cage. You killed the boss.
Yeah.
Going back to your cage.
All right, everybody's cool now. Like D&D, as the rule books come out and they get closer to second edition, he's like, "Oh yeah, this is awesome. This is great." But as they try to be new and innovative and bring new concepts forward, he's like, "This is stupid. This is broken. This is garbage. Why don't they just do it the old way?"
That's true.
Same way with gaming. He wouldn't play past Final Fantasy IX because they introduced like the voice acting or something.
Oh, yeah,
He
it's
just
terrible
completely turned him
decision.
off.
I hate voice acting in Final Fantasies.
I mean, no, they're not great, but it's still Final Fantasy, and I'm still going to play it. So I enjoyed 10. A lot of people don't. I didn't play 11 because I don't play MMOs.
Really? I thought 10 was pretty well received in general.
Really? I don't know. It seems controversial. A lot of people kind of like huff and puff about it.
It's probably not as controversial as Dark Souls 2.
Really?
Oh, yeah. It's
In the ancient
a big point of
legends, it is
contention in the
stated,
community.
Is it story-wise, or is it
"An undead shall be taken
does it just not match? Do they fuck it up?
Well,
This is exactly like Dark Souls 3, where you get picked up and taken away from the kind of not really the beginning area because you come back to it eventually. But
in
when you get
pilgrimage
picked up and taken up in 3.
will you wave the banner?
to the
Oh,
land
yeah,
of
I
the
guess that's
ancient
true in that part.
lords.
Similar. But that's more similar to another part in this game.
Oh,
You'll see.
I was thinking it was a sweet throwback. And it was right after you beat the first boss too.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Boom! Looking at those
Depends on
similarities
what you
there.
consider the first boss. I consider this the...
Oh, sorry. There we go again, living up to Travis's standards here.
Now you look on the left, right there. That's actually the Bell of Awakening. You're actually being shown it, and these walls and that bridge to the right, and that. So yes, I am an old man, and I don't tend to like.
Well, you're not actually an old man.
Yeah.
You
I
just
guess.
act like one.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm healed. I don't need to go there. And this guy, I do remember talking to him the first go about, and he's exactly like the dude sitting at the Firelink Shrine, who's kind of the naysayer. I consider him a realist.
Is that right? I think real is just another way of saying is just a nice way of calling yourself pessimistic.
I mean, you got to think of it from this guy's point of view. How many of me has he seen?
It's true. Yeah, no, that's a good point. You're talking about Hawkwood from Dark Souls 3, right?
If that's his name, sure.
Yeah, it is.
Another
This
thing
one
about
doesn't really have a name.
You didn't go through the
Just
files?
called The Crestfallen Warrior.
Oh, okay.
2, I forget. There's also 1 and 2. That's also like this bummer. Okay. So this one, he's talking about 2 Bells of Awakening, and one's in the church and one's in Blighttown far below.
Brilliant, right? Not much to go on.
Blighttown's fucking miserable. My first playthrough.
Yeah, you've never been to Blighttown.
Oh, what? Isn't that where the witches and shit downstairs were?
No. The first time you tried to play, your ill-fitted playthrough, that you went to New Londo.
Oh.
It's an entirely different area.
Well, that place sucks too. New
But here's what's interesting. I wanted to talk about this place. Let's see what he's talking about. He's talking about going hollow.
He's being a jerk. He's trying to sell me drugs.
What? Restoring your humanity? Well, there are a few ways to go about it. Collect it bit by bit from corpses.
Seems like it'd take a lot of effort to talk like he's talking.
Self-summoned.
Exhausting.
And the quickest way, although I never do, is to kill a healthy undead and pillage its humanity. Coveting thy neighbor is only human, after all. What are you looking at?
Don't try
I don't
anything
like you.
clever. You
I don't
might
like you either.
regret it.
I am not a clever man.
What? You want to hear? Oh, that's all
Okay,
we
so he's
need.
pretty much just jabbering.
Rather inquisitive.
So
Well,
I want
listen,
to talk about Firelink
one of the
Shrine actually.
bells you
Uh,
have the
I really like the amount of the opening of this hub. There are, especially if you have the master key, there's at least, I believe, 4 different ways to go from here. And if you don't have the master card key, there's 3. You know how you were having a hard time with Nulando.
Yeah, hard times. Nice way to say it. Yeah.
Well, the interesting thing about it is that you can actually go all the way through Nulando and do the entire zone from this point in the game. But it's hard because the enemies are designed for, a higher level character. There's another way you can go.
Oh.
That's also quite hard, but you can go through it, like to the extent.
Nice haircut.
Hello there. I believe
And
we
the
are
way you're
not
supposed to
acquainted.
go, the
I am
intended way,
Beatrice
is of course
Farrell.
the path of least
Have you
resistance.
business
And
with
this
us?
hub,
If not,
which is
I'd
neat because
prefer
it
to keep a
rewards
distance
you
if possible.
for pushing past the difficult parts. So you can,
Hello there.
it kind
I
of subtly
will, but
guides
I
you by
also
saying,
want you
hey,
to
this is
know
the easy way, maybe
that
go
it
this
is
way.
not meant in ill
But if you
will.
push past it,
Here,
you are rewarded. There
take
are
this
actual
as
benefits
a
to
token of
going
peace.
other 2
No,
ways.
go ahead. It's for you.
Oh, so generous.
Which is something that I
my.
really like in game design,
You
where
again.
they don't
Oh,
just say
I know.
go this way. They
How
say,
about this?
sure, you can go a
I
different
have
way.
to await my companions
Eventually,
here
we'll stop you.
anyway.
But hey,
So
if you
what if
if
I
you
were
made
to
it that
teach you
far,
some
here's your reward
miracles?
early on.
Would
And see,
that
that
please
works
you?
for me because oh fuck, what was he asking me?
Just say yes.
Okay. uh,
He wants to
Then first,
join. He wants you to be
a
part of his
covenant
covenant with the
gods.
gods.
oh, join the covenant.
Now you'll notice he didn't get an achievement for this. Marcus is actually playing on my computer with my old game file, so
So Abandoned Form, that's different
got
than Dark Souls 3, because you could collect covenants.
yes. So in Dark Souls 3,
I don't
there's
have any
no
farmers, so.
penalty for abandoning a covenant at all. You just hop around, do whatever you want. You just equip the thing. In this one, you do actually have a covenant. And there are ranks
Now
in
let
that
me
covenant.
share
And
my
at any
miracles.
point, if you
Only
abandon
their
your covenant, you go back to
ultimate
0
will
in
be
that covenant.
determined by
There's
your
no
efforts
other penalty.
and
It's
your
just that
faith.
you've got to start over if you want to do your rank.
This guy did not do this last time. He didn't offer covenant joining. He didn't.
That's because he asks you to leave him alone, and you listen to him. You didn't listen this time. You didn't leave him alone.
That was much more receptive in my.
Yeah, so now you can actually
Other day.
purchase items from him.
Enter covenant. I already did that. Learn gesture. Hello.
Sure. I think
Boom.
this game has the best gestures. Some of my favorite.
Oh, look
they
at
all
all
have their own
these.
unique ones.
Too rich for my
Did we ever
blood.
check what your actual faith is? You actually must have at least a 12. Well, no, that's not right. You had enough to buy this one. So go check out your faith. How much faith do you have?
Not a lot.
The
So this
Yeah, I
whole
never
joining
tried.
the covenant thing is
Depend upon your faith.
a little sketchy for me. I assume it's this guy. A few stats.
9.
Faith 9.
That's pretty low. I'm pretty sure that's too low to cast anything. But take a look at his items that he has for sale again.
Show me your items, friend.
Oh, you gotta get your menus.
Hello. I will teach you miracles.
So I automatically don't like this guy.
Oh yeah, why is that?
Well, he tells me to go away initially, and I listen to him, and he doesn't give me all of his goodies. But if I come back, so he's double talking.
Maybe. That's
Sounds
something you
sketchy
should
to
feel
me.
out. So take a look at these items. You'll notice that. Go to that previous screen's fine. No, the next
Yeah.
one. There you go.
Uh-huh.
So you'll notice that this talisman has a faith scaling of B, which means it's pretty good. S is the highest. A is the next. You remember from Dark Souls 3.
Sure. I don't know. Ever remember S in like school, but that's fine.
That's I feel like a lot of Japanese games, S is the superior.
Super.
Yeah, super. You'll notice it also has a small strength requirement, which I thought was kind of funny, and then a 10 requirement for faith. But check out the other one. You'll notice that it's got the same requirements, but its bonus for faith is less. But its magic adjustment is 39, and then you go back to the first one,
Same.
also 39. So at
Oh, it's like exactly the same talisman, only.
it's pretty much the exact same thing, except
Why does
Thorlin
that cost
Talisman costs 5,000 and has less of a parameter bonus.
So there's got to be something good with it then.
There is.
Let's read it. Medium for casting miracles of the gods. This talisman is only granted to high-ranking Thorundigan clerics. Has high miracle adjustment, which, thanks to divine protection, is not dependent on faith.
Let me try the other one.
Medium for casting miracle of the gods. Standard talisman issued to common believers. Equips talisman to cast miracles. Attune miracles. Most miracles will have limited number of uses. So this one you can use with relatively low faith.
Yes, that's correct. If you go back,
Uh-huh.
no, I'm sorry.
Oh,
if you go back to the previous,
no.
you'll notice that the requirements are actually the same. But because, with a low faith, the magic adjustment would be the same. So the thing is that it's not adjusted right now because your faith is so low. But let's imagine that your faith was like 10 or 11. I believe that that it would be better to use the more expensive one. But if you have as you improve it and as you use it more, the magic adjustment rate would improve better.
So you think that
the other one,
this one right here is better for people who have higher faith?
the Thorlund Talisman? No, I think it's actually better for people with lower faith.
Okay, all right. That's what I gleaned from reading it too.
Yeah.
So I was just making sure I was comprehending.
So
understanding.
that's something that you would grab if you ended up with like, I just want to have a faith of 10 so I can cast Cure or something.
Okay, gotcha.
Or whatever.
In my first run through Dark Souls 3, I did pyromancy and fucking loved it. Torched bitches to nothingness. It was awesome.
Yeah, I think pyromancy in this game is probably one of the best.
You also said it's not tied to a specific stat too.
That's right. Yeah,
Which
I
is
told
nice.
you that. It's not tied to any specific stat.
I know.
which
I got a
is
little sneak peek,
fantastic.
everybody. It's pretty awesome.
Keep in mind too that while I am guiding
Come
Marcus
again.
through this game,
The
I don't
effectiveness of
know
the
everything
teachings
about it, and
depend
sometimes I
upon
get things
your
wrong.
faith.
So
Oh,
be
don't be
nice.
modest.
No, I get things wrong all the time. I don't know the answer to everything, but I do like, especially when it comes to lore stuff. I just like thinking my thoughts out loud.
I like it when you think your thoughts out loud too. You have
Yeah.
nice thoughts sometimes.
You have nice thoughts.
Oh, one thing I don't like about this game is you can't run and then click the other button. Click the L3 or whatever.
Oh,
to
to
jump?
jump?
I know that you don't do that, but I did that.
Oh, nice. Hey,
shit.
oh, so
Oh,
solid.
God, I'm fucking baller.
What was
That doesn't really go anywhere.
it? Does it? Oh no, you're too big. That's what happens when you make a bigger size character. I'm just kidding.
I don't think I can make it. It's too dangerous. Okay. All right. Well, that experiment's over.
No more.
I did see a shiny over here, though,
Did you?
from my eagle eye vantage point. I did. It was not in here. It was over here. Oh, gosh. He should just automatically climb over something. Hey,
Yeah,
that was-
that'd be kind of nice. But some of the level design kind of relies on not doing that.
Yeah, I guess so.
Hey, there's the bird that brought you over.
Oh, he was friendly, right?
Maybe. That
If he
bird.
was super friendly, he would have taken me to the bell tower.
Keep an eye out in the game for black, especially like blackbird imagery.
Oh, okay.
There's some relevance to that. In fact, there's an interesting relevance to a lot of things in this game that I really enjoy. That things that you would consider to be fairly minor details, there's usually a reason for it.
Yeah. Shortcut.
Got this statue of a baby and a woman.
No. That guy didn't tell me anything about his faith, really, did he? This isn't a pillar of his
He said he
faith.
was a cleric and that he was from, I believe he said he was from a different place.
So this is insignificant.
Well,
And an empty freaking box.
the place you're at is called Firelink Shrine, which is a connection to Dark Souls 3. Yeah. You'll notice too is that I really like Firelink Shrine as a starter zone,
Oh, look at that down there.
because it feels very.
Whoa.
The music that plays when you're near the bonfire has a very pensive feel, and this whole game actually has a lot of.
Oh man.
Has a very isolationist kind of feeling to it. You feel very alone for a lot of it, and the music kind of.
Oh, okay. All right. Those guys are.
They're not your friend.
No. I thought they were gonna come up, and
He lost a bit of souls too.
it's like right at the foot of the stairs. I can just go get it.
No, it's impossible. You can't go back.
Son of a bitch. Door.
So do you remember what this world was called? Or sorry, what they said that this land was called?
Londor?
No, it's called Lordran.
Oh, same.
Lordran.
All right,
But they mentioned other lands. Like Oscar, he's from Astora. And if you remember from Dark Souls 3, there's another character from Astora also wearing the same gear he was wearing.
Oh, I didn't even realize that. Oh, see, I definitely recognized the gear, but I didn't put together where it came from.
Yeah, it's from the same place. That's why it looks the same. And then...
Am I using a broken sword here? My god, this is hardly doing anything.
Yeah. There's a couple characters who are from Katarina. So it sounds like, and they talk about that this land is, there's an asylum to the north, right? Well, to the north of what, right? Is it the north of Lordran?
It's got to be a very central place if it's just considered north.
Right.
Or very north.
Oh, yeah, you got it. So this thing that's
Gosh.
building up on you is called
Super
blood
good.
loss. Was there blood loss in 3?
Yeah, there was blood loss.
Okay, yeah.
But I didn't know how to get rid of it after it built up, and after you had it, it just kind of ran its course. I never figured that out.
Oh, yeah, that's...
Oh,
in this one,
I
what
want the
happens
shiny.
is that it builds up, and then if it maxes out, it does a ridiculous amount of damage and can kill you.
Yeah,
I think
it does.
It's like 80% or 70% or something.
It does a good amount of damage in 3, but it keeps doing it.
That sounds more like
Maybe it was
toxic.
worms. Nah, one time.
Oh, yeah, the worms. Yeah, that's a different thing.
It would just say blood loss.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
there's way
not
too
quite
many.
the same.
No
In
way.
this one,
No
it's
way.
much more brutal. It's
No
like
way.
a stacking thing, and then as soon as
Oh,
it maxes
are those stairs
out,
going down? Oh, that's where never mind.
it does a ton of damage to you. So you want to make sure that their swords are something that you want to stay away from. They're bleeding weapons.
Notice. It's true.
If you want to use your shield, you want to dodge.
They
as much
wouldn't
as
dare
possible.
come in here. This is a holy place. Huh? Maybe they would. Dickbags.
So I'm a
No
huge
respect.
fan of the movie Jason and the Argonauts. I've always loved it.
Never heard of it. Travis is a big movie nerd. I don't really watch movies that
Well,
much.
it's an older movie. I'm talking about there might did they make a new one? I
Ooh.
don't remember. But anyway, it's an older movie, and it featured a rather amazing fight with skeletons that looked a lot like this. And I've always really enjoyed basically like animated skeleton fights like this.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. See, that's one of the things you could do in 3, but you can't really do in this one. You point towards them and you roll towards them, and you roll straight into them in this one.
Oh, yes, because there's only a 4-directional rolling in this.
In
one.
3, you could, if you did it right, you timed it right, and everything was savvy, you could roll towards them and roll past them.
Yeah, and 8-directional rolling is an improvement.
All right, I restored the sanctity of this holy place. Time for a rest. Level up.
Yeah. So in Dark Souls 1, vitality is just straight hit points.
Okay.
Attunement is your it comes with some
Not a super
but
big
attunement
jump.
is basically for magic slots, although right away you get one, as you can see.
That's not bad. I might just do that.
Endurance is both
Let's see what I do.
both stamina and equip load in this one,
Oh,
which
it's
is
fucking awesome.
the best. It's never that again
Mhm.
in any of the other games.
They realize their folly and
Oh, man. Yeah,
So
it's
it's
an
too
amazing
OP.
stat in this one. Strength and Dex are just depending on the type of weapon build you want to go with. If you want to go with what they call a quality build, which is both. If you want to go all strength, if you want to go all Dex. I also believe that I'm not sure, but I think Dex might increase your casting speed, but only at like rather high levels. I think it's been a while.
And so resistance, is that just literally poison resist?
It's the other stuff too, and yes, resistance is pretty useless.
Oh,
The way you'll need poison resistance is very short and is not worth stacking, and it is known to be a dump stat.
There it is.
And Intelligence of Faith are both what they
Found
sound
my
like
charisma
for
stat.
sorcery and for cleric.
Well, I might as well get these up to double digits.
Actually, I think there's a character that won't talk to you unless you have Intelligence 10 at least, so that's not a bad.
I just wanted to get them out of the dumpster, you know. Into the double digits will confirm that.
Okay, so but you're not really going to go that route, are you?
No. I just wanted them not to be look at this guy. This is not the face or the build of an idiot, all right?
Yeah.
And I just joined a covenant. I might have a little bit of faith at least.
Okay, well, I think this is a good place to stop it for the first episode. I'm Travis.
I'm Marcus.
And this is Rough Night Gaming.
See you next time.